Hi folks, I want to make you guys this video. I can condense the entire history of the planet, I believe, into this 17 minutes. If they can condense the entire history of the planet into the Bible, I know I can condense it into this 17 minutes, okay? Because the Bible is total bullshit, okay? Should I say it again? The Bible is bullshit. So, on this planet, for the first, the planet is 5.95 billion years old. Homo sapiens, like us, have always been here. But they were not white. White people arrived here on this planet at 248,000 BCE. That's why you always hear historians, archaeologists, and scholars say, oh yeah, well, our lineage only goes back to 200,000 years. Because our current scholarship on the planet is habitually focused only on what happened to white people, which is fine. Because white people got a lot of talent. They got a lot of talents. Their talents is that they are analytical. They are, they give everything a category. They define everything. And they go by facts. And they are a living testament to the fact that useless facts can lead the human mind around all over the place. Into places that don't even matter. See what I'm saying? So that's why I love white people, because they prove that all that analysis, categories and definitions, and all that, oh my God, it don't mean shit. That's it. So, real quickly, white people arrived on this planet from, they're not indigenous to Earth. They arrived on the planet at 242,000 BCE. They came from Mars. And they were a synthesis of two planets, Mars, and another planet that was blown up by reptilians. Okay. And they came here, and when they got here, about 75% of them, the Earth did not accept them and killed them all. 25% of the ones that came here, the Earth accepted them. Those are the Armenians. That's the reason why in World War I, the evil ones, the evil white people, tried to wipe out the Armenians because they were indigenous white people. Okay, any bloodlines that were connected to them, they were indigenous white people. Also, at about 10,000 BCE, coming way forward, what we call Jewish people, landed in Ireland on a mothership, and they were highly advanced, and they stuck together as a group, and so Celtic peoples, have their roots in being what's called Jewish, right? And the original Jewish people mated with the Israelites, who were the Ethiopians. And that was about 10,000 BCE on in. Okay? And they produced the Moors. So, the white people who are all about power, control, they're obsessed with facts. They're obsessed with controlling everybody and everything else. You have to conform to what I think because I'm right. Those are the ones that originally the earth did not accept. And those are the ones in the Bible that we are taught who are the quote-unquote fallen angels. Now, the current editors of the Bible, who were the Pisos of Rome, Josephus, Flavius, Piso, etc., would like you to believe that that's not the case. But it is the case. You see, they are the ones that basically told the lies. I mean, if you trust, that motherfucker, you're just part of the setup. You know what I mean? Now, one of the things that's really poignant today is people say, "Oh, did Jesus exist? Was there really a Jesus Christ?" Yes. Did he really matter? Was he what he's all cracked up to be? Yes. Jesus Christ was exactly what the basic archetype of him is. They can't get rid of the archetype. It's that he was the most advanced being for the earth to liberate people from what is negative or spiritually dark or evil or whatever. And that's true, because the white people that got to this planet at 242,000 BCE, 25% of them, the earth accepted them. So they weren't evil. 75% of them, the earth did not accept them and killed them. Diseases, pestilence, and a lot of other things. And now that doesn't mean they were evil until they decided to mate energetically and physically with the animal kingdom that was already here. So that's what started the problems. So, we tried to fix it, So you had these outposts, you had these ancient cities and ancient societies that tried to alleviate the situation. One of them was called Atlantis, and you've heard of it. And the majority of the planet at that time was Atlantis. And what's called Egypt, which is really Kemet, Khemit, was created as a large hospital society. And that hospital society was designed to alleviate the associations to the animal kingdom that the white people who were from Mars had got us into by incarnating out of turn. They were supposed to wait. But the earth was covered by this gigantic quote-unquote firmament, which was a water vapor, which created some circumstances which were unique and enabled them to be more conscious as a soul. Because in the indigenous species, so many of them have the word for God is water. Okay, so that tells you right there. That's your clue. See? So they were they incarnated into the planet out of turn, and they made it with the animal kingdom. And that's the reason why Egypt, Kemet, was created to alleviate the associations to the animal kingdom for the human race that the white race, not all white people, had got us into. So what wound up happening is that they decided, the elders that is, we have to get rid of white supremacy. White supremacy actually started on this planet, on Earth, at about 10,000 BCE. It took its zenith at about 7,000 BCE in what's called Egypt. In about 5,000 BCE, we hear these stories about dynastic Egypt, so-called dynastic Egypt. The Scorpion King. Scorpion King means Setian, 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 Satan. So all of dynastic Egypt was a satanic society. The next king after the Scorpion King was Menes. Menes, what did he do? He unified Upper and Lower Egypt, which means he used Satanism, termed Mithraism, which is the application of astronomical and astrological data applied to real persons and events to make them seem like the exact same person. So you hear people saying, oh, Jesus was Mithra. Oh, Jesus was Bacchus. Oh, Jesus was Horus. Oh, and they have no idea that it's a form of Satanism. You take the real persons and real events and you attach them to some shit that's completely trivial and banal and just nonsense. The application of astronomical and astrological data to make them seem like you blend them all in. You bind the belief system, make them seem like the same person. And that's what Menes was all about. And all of dynastic Egypt from 4,000 BCE to now, or till when Egypt collapsed, was an exercise in black magic and Satanism. It wasn't nothing else. That's all it was. And so after that, you see all of this information coming forward. You see some people who were enlightened. You saw Da Vinci, Carl Jung, Kepler, that Dutch scientist, I can't remember his name, Copernicus. You saw Wilhelm Reich in Germany. You saw Einstein. You saw Tesla. You saw all these different scientists that they basically used for the agenda of furthering the system of white supremacy. So to jump back real quick into ancient Egypt at 7,000 BCE and the story of Mithra. Mithra means the myth of the sun god Ra, which is the basis of all white supremacy, all genocidal activity, on the planet. Racism and genocide are based on the myth of the sun god Ra from Egypt, not Kemet. Egypt. Egypt was one big exercise in white supremacy. Coming forward, the Greeks did the same thing. They stole all of the pantheon of the system of pantheon from Kemet to Egypt. They made it to be Greek, And then, coming forward, the Romans did the same thing. They took the Greek pantheon and turned it into Roman. The Romans, being the pussies they were, co-opted it. And then, coming forward more, you had the super pussies, which were the Nazis. And they had a person named Richard Wagner who wrote what was called the Opera of the Ring of the Nibelung, which was a epithet to white supremacy, racial dominance, and just the fact that everything was white. And they loved him. They gave him the big house. They gave him the big house on the hill. They worshipped the motherfucker. You know, the Flight of the Valkyries, the Lord of the Nibelung. You know, in other words, it's the same thing, same story as the Lord of the Rings. Okay. All right. So all those stories are borrowed. All those stories are plagiarized. There is no white supremacy. It's only a story. White women today, from Hollywood. Hollywood is the #1 teller of stories on the planet. In Hollywood, white women today love the black male. The black male is a love interest. It doesn't matter if it's a white man playing him. White men are playing him most of the time. White men are playing the love interest, which is a black male. White women don't even like white men anymore. Well, they haven't for thousands of years, actually. Since Hollywood started, all the way back in the 1900s. I'm talking 1905, whatever the fuck, whenever Hollywood started. They don't like white men. If you know what you're watching, you watch closely, you'll have a white man playing a white man, and a white man playing a black man, and a black and a white woman playing a white woman who is transsexualizing from a woman to a man, and whatever side she's on, she likes, her love interest is the black male archetype, which is exactly why white supremacy will perish. It simply won't win. It can't win under those conditions, because women ground the thought patterns of existence into the energetic patterns of the world.